to go with what used to be the most hated team in the NFL, to now one of the, I guess, recovering teams in the NFL. We don't know what's going to happen with them. It hasn't been the same since Brady left a few years ago, but they did reach the playoffs and got blown out. But last year it didn't look so good because Mac Jones did not have an offensive coordinator last year. So Tony, I'm going to go to you first. What is your offseason grade for the New England Patriots for this season?
Off-season grade. Well, they're still doing things that are, and it's like the Bill Belichick. So you can't really grade them well because Bill Belichick is always changing stuff. You see what happened after the first game. They got rid of a couple of people, brought in 2 running backs, including Zeke. Brought in another like off the lineman. So you can't really grade them. If I had to grade them off of what they did before training camp started, I would probably give them a B plus. And the only reason why I would give them a B plus is because I don't think that they really went and aggressively went out after D Hop the way they should have gone after him. That could have been settled a lot sooner. They had the cash on hand, but they're the type of team that likes to think about injuries as the season goes on, and they want to be able to have money to be able to sign people and be well on the cap for that. So I understood why they didn't aggressively go after him, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
Teddy?
Yeah, I'd have to give them a B. They brought in an offensive coordinator, somebody who is familiar with the system. Even with Mac Jones, when he was in Alabama, he showed Bill O'Brien how to run Alabama's offense before he left and got drafted. And I mean, I like the signings of Gesicki and Juju. I feel like Juju, he's got something to prove. He's known for that TikTok guy or whatever. So I like it. I like what we did. And the main thing, we got rid of Patricia. He gone. So,
yep. Got rid of him and sent him to Philly. Sent him to Philly.
You're done, son.
Well, man, that's the reason why they got the plus for me. All right, not the Patricia thing, but the signing of the coordinator is why they got the plus for me. It's not so much as that. It's so the one thing that unlike any Belichick team, they were a very undisciplined team. All right, and that's not a Belichick style team. Even though we finished top 10 in defense and things like that, it was a very undisciplined team. Penalties that we don't normally get for that team. So I think that having someone to come in like Bill, that's the way he is. He's like, hey, this is how it's going to be ran. This is how it used to be. They need that type of person there. I wouldn't have actually minded if Patricia would have stayed to help with the defensive side, move him where he belongs. All right. He was put in a situation that was basically a lose-lose situation, to go and call. I mean, he barely could call defensive plays. Belichick was helping out with that, when he was the defensive coordinator there. So it was really, I don't really blame Matt. It's all Belichick. All that was Belichick's fault in not hiring the offensive coordinator. You go and get Joe Judge, who could help him out, and he was a special teams coach. I'm like, he's not John Harbaugh. Okay, and even John Harbaugh don't call plays for the offense or even for the defense. So I just think that right now they're kind of getting things back to where it needs to be at for that team.
Yeah, I think I remember when they actually signed Bill O'Brien in the offseason. I was like, well, now Mac Jones as an offensive coordinator. That pretty much leads me into the very next segment. What are your expectations for Mac?
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.